Hello again, my name is Richard if you don't know me. So today we are going to learn about how to use the function generators we'll be using in this measurements class for the semester. And here is one of the function generators we have. The first thing you of course want to do is make sure you have a power supply cord, and there's a plug in the back, plug it in there, plug it into the power supply. Now depending on which lab you're conducting, if you're conducting lab 2, you're going to need the BNC to alligator clip wires. The reason why you want to have these is because you're going to hook it into the DAC. So, of course, you're going to have your BNC cable to alligator clips. That's one type. If you're doing lab 3, we're going to be using the oscilloscope, so you're going to need BNC to BNC cables. Okay, to start using the function generator, the first thing you need to do is, of course, plug the outlet into an electrical outlet and make sure that the plug in the back is plugged in so you get power to the function generator. Then in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a power button. You're going to press that in. And you're going to see that it takes a few seconds for it to start up. It kind of tests itself before it does anything to make sure there's anything wrong. And then the display will show up. So, say you want to put in a frequency of like 10 hertz or 20 hertz or whatever you want to do. You can type in that frequency you want. So, example, like I said, 10 hertz. I just type in 10. And if I want hertz, on the right-hand side here, you see 1, 2, 3 gray buttons. And this bottom one is labeled hertz, middle one kilohertz, top one megahertz. So I wanted 10 hertz, so I type in 10, and then I hit the button that says hertz on it with the gray button that says hertz. And now I'll output the 10 hertz. Now, if you look at the top right here, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little wave symbol. That tells you what type of wave it is. If you want to change that generated signal type, you hit the wave button until you get the one you want. So right now it is sinusoidal, then you have square, now you have sawtooth, and then it'll go back to sinusoidal wave. So that's how to change the wave type. Now the next thing that you want to do is to actually get signal out of these, you need to hook the output. To get the output of this, you need to hook it to the output of the 50 ohm output. So I take my BNC cable here and I hook it into the 50 ohm output. And then the other end of your BNC cable, you'll either be hooking to a DAC, so you'll have a BNC to the alligator ones like we had before with the power supply, or you can be hooking it to an oscilloscope where you're going to use a BNC to BNC cable like the one I have right here. Okay, so you can also adjust the amplitude and the offset of your frequency that is generated here, or the signal generated. So you can adjust the amplitude by looking at this knob here. It says AMPL, that means amplitude. It's the knob right to the left of the counter input BNC port. So what you can do is you can adjust this knob. To the left, it adjusts smaller amplitude. To the right, it adjusts bigger amplitude. And you can see there's a max and a min on either side. The min means 0, close to 0 amplitude. Max means the highest amplitude this function generator will go to. The last thing that you'll need to know is how to use the offset knob. The offset knob basically tells you what DC offset or the offset of the signal you have. And again, it's basically the same thing as the amplitude knob with a plus and a minus instead of min and max. And the offset knob says offset, and it's right to the left of the amplitude knob. So you can use this to adjust it up and down. Now keep in mind, center, straight up, should be about 0 offset. If you go to the left, you're going to go down negative, so that means you're going below 0. If you go to the right, that means positive, you're going to be going above 0. Granted, these may all not be like that, so you're going to want to do some trial and error if you want to get at a specific point, again, by adjusting the knob the way you want it. Once you're done with the function generator, again, unplug all your outputs, turn the power off, and unplug it from the wall. And that's how you use the function generators in this lab.